Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. I wish you an amazing, great, blessing day because you are awesome. Thanks again for watching another great video of the Hockey Nation Live Show with your hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy, back in the booth today. Yes, we put Henrik Lundqvist as a background for the Hockey Nation Live Show. We just want to, mention and recognize the career he has in NHL. So we're going to celebrate Henrik all weekend with each video or live stream we have. We're going to put Henrik Lundqvist as inside the background for the Hockey Nation Live Show. But today, I want to talk about a young player is going to have a breakout for the upcoming season. So what I'm doing, I select one player per team. It's a young guns, and we expect them to have a breakout season. That's what we're looking for each one of them. A few of them, guys, was not easy to find. They are a little bit more older. But again, sometimes it's just the team don't have that kind of quality of a young below or younger at 21 years old. So that's when we talk about this today. But so don't go nowhere. Here we go. We are right now on the one we want to mention. I just said about the Henrik Lundqvist. The king leave the ring. It's not Elvis leave the building, but the king leaves the ring. He's going to be retired and as a goaltender, hockey professional in the NHL, Henrik Lundqvist. But today, like I mentioned, we talk about the young guns. You have a breakout for the upcoming season. Before we start, we invite you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show on the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. If you like this video, we will really appreciate if you can click on the likes and, of course, leave your comments. Tell me about all the selection I did for each team about the player have a breakout for the upcoming season. For this video, unfortunately, I'm going to be not view because the graphic is bigger and I can have no spot. I want young player to break out. For the Vegas Golden Knight guy, I went with the young man, Peter Grabs. The reason why I go with him is honestly, he played 4 games last year with them. He got hurt at some point, and he did not come back, didn't finish the season with them because he was on injury list. I expect him to be back part of the roster for the upcoming season. A couple of departures inside the roster. So it'll be interesting if he's going to go make it, first of all. Secondly, what he's going to do for upcoming season. We know he have a lot of potential to become a great hockey player in NHL. And I see what I see right now, he's going to be at the bottom 6 for the Vegas Golden Knight. The second player I want to talk, of course, I'm talking about the Seattle Kraken. This was not easy, guy. It's a new team, and I look around. I have a couple of choices I can get or I can go with, and I decided to go with defenseman Aiden Fleury. We know he got traded last season for Carolina Hurricanes to the Seattle Kraken. We know he's not a young, he's 24 now. He played 47 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points. What I expect for him, guy, I have no reason he cannot make the top 4 over there. And I have no reason he can be on the power play. And I think it will increase his chance to get more points for the upcoming season. For the Anaheim Ducks, listen, this is a team in rebuilding, right? You have a lot of young prospects over there. I can go with Jimmy Dristel, come quickly. Comtois could be another one there, honestly. Still, or Terry could be a part of this. But I go with I believe it's going to be the future of the Anaheim Ducks. Icon Trevor Zegras. He played 24 games last year, 3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points. Remember as the best player during the World Championship Junior last season. And I think Zegras is going to have an amazing, great year. I expect him at least 30 to 40 points for the upcoming season with the Anaheim Ducks. So it'll be interesting to follow him for sure. For the Edmonton Oilers guy, again, this is another team where they make a couple of trades during the summer. They bring some veterans around. But I think because they let go Larson and Aiden Bear, it's time now to let play Evan Bouchard and to join the team as a full-time inside the roster with them. Played 14 games last season, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. And listen, he's the machine in offensive on power play, and he can add point for them for sure. So be interesting what Evan's going to do. For the Vancouver Canucks, listen, I can go with Quinn Hughes. I can go with Ollinger. I can go with Elias Pettersson. They're all young players under 22. We already know what they did before. I want to go with maybe someone who want to crack the roster for the upcoming season. The Vancouver Canucks expect him to be a part of the roster. I think Vasily Podkolzin played in KHL last season, have about, 28 points, 30 points last season over there. I expect him to have a good year with the Canucks. I expect him to get at least 20 points with them. And I think right now the Canucks need that kind of players to give them a chance to participate for the playoffs. So for the Calgary Flames, gotta be honest with you, it was not easy to find a rookie over there. It's an old team where and when I say the old team, I'm not talking about Lucic, everything like that, or Pat Klum. I'm talking the players they have. Tkachuk, Monahan, Goodrow, Lindholm, right? They're all about 25, 26. Tkachuk is the less at 23. But I want to go with Anderson because now the departure of Giordano will open up a couple of great opportunity for other defensemen for Calgary. They add Zadorov, I understand that. But I think Anderson is the one that really is going to take advantage of the departure of the captain. And I think I don't see no problem is Anderson. He get the double digit as for goals for the upcoming season. For the San Jose Sharks, guys, listen, this is a team where it's an old team over there. So I went with the goaltender. They got him for the Coyotes, Arizona Coyotes. It's going to be his first year as a full-time goaltender number 1 for the team. And I think right now, with 2.74 and .913 last season with Coyotes, this is a good number, to be honest with you. So it'll be interesting to follow Hill for the upcoming season. We know that he need to have a little bit better defensively for the defense for sure. For the Los Angeles Kings, guy, this was a team, they have a lot of choice, to be honest with you. We can go with Byfield, right? We can go with other players inside that team, Turcotte, and they have a Thomas over there. They have other rookies. They are coming or they have been there. But I want to be with someone I believe is going to be really, really right now to show to the King really who he is. It's Gabriel Villari. We understand he got Dano. But I understand also he can play left wing at some point. He had last season, guy, 10 goals, 13 assists, and 23 games. No reason this kid cannot score around 20 goals next season. And I expect a lot for him. He's one of the best for sure for the Los Angeles Kings. Winnipeg Jets have a couple of player guys. We can go with them. And I try to say, you know what? Let's go with someone I think have a great future in NHL as a defenseman. I'm talking about Logan Stanley. Look, he's about 23 years old. He's a big guy, 6'4". He played 30 games last season, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. He played on the third pair defenseman, but I don't see him. Why not to become a top 4 at some point? Of course, you need to learn a little bit more to have more experience in NHL. But Stanley, guys, I expect in the future to become a great, great asset for the Winnipeg Jets. Now, the Minnesota Wild. Listen, I don't know if Marco Rossi is going to be a part of the lineup. And, so I decided to go with goaltender. We know that Talbot have a great year with them. But Kakkonen have a great, great year overall. The first half of the season, it was pretty good. The number stat don't show exactly what he did. But I expect a little bit better season for him. And maybe is a guy can break out for the upcoming season for the Minnesota Wild and sharing the time with Cam Talbot. So it's guaranteed for the Minnesota to have two good goaltender for the upcoming season. For the Chicago Blackhawks, guys, this another team we can select a couple of few prospects. But I went with someone got hurt last season with broken wrist during the World Junior Championship, Kirby Dach. He has like 18 games, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. This kid, guy, have no reason cannot get 40 points for the upcoming season. He's going to helping the Chicago Blackhawks to make the playoff for sure for the upcoming season. So it'll be interesting what Kirby is going to do. Now, for the Colorado Avalanche, listen, we already know what McCall does over there. I didn't want to pick up him, right? But I went with someone I was not sure between Biram or New Hook. But I want to go with Bowen Biram. Their defensive lost a couple of defensemen, right? Timmins and also Ryan Graves. That gave an open door for Biram. He got hurt last season, so he played only 19 games, 2 assists. But this kid have a lot of potential, guy. Their defensive of Colorado is pretty good with Girard, McCarr, Devon Toes. So Biram's going to bring a lot of offensive with them to be strong on the defensive side. For the Nashville Predator, I have a choice between Tolvanen and Fabro, and I want to go with him at Tolvanen. Why? Because he was his first year last year with Nashville. He played 40 games last year. He had 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points. No reason this kid cannot go through a great breakout with 15 goals next season. So it'll be interesting to follow him. For the Dallas Star, guys, not many prospects. Of course, Escannon is young over there. I understand Jacob Robinson. But I went with someone play half of the season. It's Ty Dellandrea. And I think this kid now, with a couple of departure players as an offensive side, will open more door for him. I'm looking for him to be a breakout for the Dallas Star. I think he have a lot of potential. He was a first-round pick. So I think Ty could be a great asset with other players for the Dallas Star. Now, the Arizona Coyotes, guys, it's another young team at some point. But I went with Connor Timmins. Why? He got traded a couple of weeks ago when the Coyotes sent Darcy Kumper to the Colorado Avalanche. Timmins he's a great defense player. 31 games last season, 7.7 assists. He's going to have a lot of opportunity with the Coyotes. I really believe he's going to have a great year, breakout for the Coyotes. No problem to be the top 4D for them. For the St. Louis Blues, I went with Robert Thomas over there. 33 games, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. He got hurt. He did not finish the season. It'll be interesting what Thomas is going to do over there. I think, he's going to have a good opportunity with the Blues for the upcoming season for sure. For the Carolina Hurricane, another team I can go with a little bit like Martin Nikesh. It could be one I could select over there. But I went with Ethan Bear. I think Bear with the Oilers did not have a great opportunity over there to have a chance to prove what he can do in NHL. With the Carolina now, I believe he can be the top 4 over there. He's going to have a great year, I expect. And he's going to have a breakout for him at his first year with the Carolina Hurricane for the upcoming season. For the Columbus Blue Jacket, guys, I can go with front players also with it, but I went with the trade of Zed Jones against Adam Bogvis. I think Bogvis is going to be great for them. He's going to be the top 4. Why not maybe top 2 with Werenski? I can't wait to see him pair with Werenski. 35 games last season, 2 goals, 14 assists, 16 points with the Chicago. He have a great future, this kid, and I'm sure he's going to have a great career in NHL. So I will not be surprised to have a breakout for the upcoming season. Listen, the New Jersey Devils guy, he have a bunch of prospect over there under 23 years old. I could go with Urshire, Sharankovic, right? McLeod, and Ty Smith, and he have a lot. But I want to come back with Jack Hughes because for the last 2 years, he's already in NHL. He's growing on point. He's getting more points per year. You saw last year the potential he has. I really believe this year is going to break out. I would not be surprised he get 50 points. The way he need to get improved is on the goal side. He have only 6.6 goal percentage on shooting for a goal last season in NHL. He need to improve that side of his game. But Hughes, 5 versus 5, he control the puck. Usually have always the puck on the stick when Hughes is on the ice. For the Philadelphia Flyers, guys, Morgan Frost. Why Morgan Frost? Listen, he was hurt last year, played only 2 games. He had 0 points. he has a lot of potential to become a great hockey player. Voracek is gone now. We know they have Atkinson, but Frost, he can bring the offensive for the Flyers. I think it's time for him to have a breakout and show what kind of potential he has and show the Flyers what the reason they picked him early in the draft. So better see what Morgan's going to do with the Flyers for the upcoming season. Now the Washington Capitals. I want the goaltender Samsonov. Obviously, Samsonov last year, he has twice the COVID-19. He played only 19 games. He have a not bad 2.69 and .902 save percentage and 19 games. It's a guy goaltender. He can have about 40, 45 games. He's going to sharing the time with Vanecek. We have a good year also. So we better see what Samsonov is going to do. He signed a contract of 1 year at $2 million. He's a RFA. The Ottawa Senators guy. On the right is Tim Suzzle. Listen, I can go with Brickinson. I can go with Banstrom. I can go with Norris. I can go with Katchuk. But I won with him. The German player, his first year last year, 29 points. And how can you get him as a breakout? Because he has so much potential, guys. 20 goals, 30 assists, 50 points for him. I expect for him as a breakout or his second year, sophomore, and NHL. The kid have a lot of talent there. So it'll be interesting what he's going to do with the Ottawa Senators next year, what the team is so good to watch. The New York Rangers, guys. I can go with K-Mailer. I can go with Capo, right? Kasov. And I went with Alexis Lafreniere. Some of you said he had a bad year. He did not have a great start in NHL, to be honest with you. But listen, you have 7 points the last 9 games to finish is the season. You have 21.56. It's not bad. But for a first-round pick, overall pick, and with expectation, we thought about him, he should get more points. Now, we're going to see what he's going to do, but I'm not worried about him. He have a Gerald Gallant behind the bench now. I expect him to really have a great breakout for Lafreniere with the Rangers last year. No reason this kid cannot score 20 goals and 40 points for the upcoming season. Now, the Pittsburgh Penguins, guys, why him, Jarry, coach? They don't have a lot of prospect. It's an old team, guys. They don't have a lot over there. I can go with Marino, but I think Marino, I went with Travis Jarry. He's the one should carry on the team on his shoulder. He's the goaltender prospect for them for years now. He showed 2 years ago he was a great goaltender. The number there, it's not bad. I agree with you. It's not bad. But it could be a little bit better, to be honest with you. And no reason this kid cannot be at 9.15 save percentage and below at 2.75. This is, I know he can do this. The problem he got last year, you always remember the end of the year, how the season finished, and he did not do well during the playoff, everything like that. So that's what the people remember the most him. He has to have a breakout season with them because the Pittsburgh is going to figure out something for the goaltender if Jarry cannot show up the kind of potential he has in NHL. Now, the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys, we know already, Matthews, Marner, Nylander over there, right? And he can go with Dermott over there. But I went with Sandin. He came at the end of the year with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now he become a regular third pair defense. He play a lot with Travis Dermott. That's what we expect him. He have a lot of great sense of offensive side on him on power play, everything like that. He make mistake. We saw him. He was exposed a lot against Montreal Canadiens. But I really believe he have a lot of potential with Sandin. 9 games last year, 4 points. I expect him to have a great breakout for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Boston Bruins, guys. I can go with front players also over there. But I want to go with Swayman. Why you go with him? Because Rask is not coming back. Because now they signed Ullmark. Swayman, guy, it was unbelievable. 10 games, 7-2-1, 1.50 and .945. Only 10 games, I understand, guys. I can't wait to see him. What kind of year is going to get next season? That's the reason they let it go, Alak. Can Swayman become a great regular goaltender in NHL? Would be interesting to follow him. I can't wait. He's going to have a great opportunity to get the net for the upcoming season. The New York Islanders guy, I go with, they don't have a lot of prospect over there. I can mention a lot. Beauvillier now is 24 years old. So I'll go with Wallstrom. He got hurt at some point, but he was really his full-time regular players. Now the departure of Eberle is going to open up the door for him. Wallstrom at 44 games, 12 goals, 9 assists, 21 points. Not too bad. I expect him this year to break out in NHL. That's what my expectation with Wallstrom for the upcoming season. The Tampa Bay Lightnings. Now we know they lost a lot of players: Johnson, Gord, Goodrow, and Coleman, right? That open up the door. We can go with Bouric Boulet. We can go with Colton, Matthew, Smith, Carl Foote. But I went with Ross Colton. First of all, is the goal winner of the Stanley Cup final for the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens. He had a great year overall. 9 goals in 30 games, guys. That'll give him about 20 goals. A lot of potential inside this kid. Maybe not to make the top 6 right now, but he's the future to become a top 6 for them, for the Tampa Bay. 12 points, 30 games. I can wait to see him to break out in his year with the Tampa Bay for the upcoming season. Now, the Detroit Red Wings, OMG, you have a lot. It's a full prospect over there. Rasmussen, right? We can go also with Sitter over there. They have a lot. Cholowski is another one. We can talk about this. They have other forward they have. But I went with Philip Zadina. 6th overall pick 3 years ago. He hanging a lot in the American Hockey League for the last 2 years. He played 2 years ago with Detroit. Stepped up a little bit more last season, 49 game. Regular player now. He missed, of course, Bertuzzi over there. Still a young player at 24. But I think now it says Zadina have to break out now. He have to step up and show he's a first-round pick. And many players, people thought he's going to be the top 3 in the NHL first round. So we better see what Zadina is going to do with the Detroit Red Wings. 6 goals, 13 assists, 19 points, and 49 games. The Detroit was going to give him a good opportunity for the upcoming season. Now the Montreal Canadiens, guys, listen, I can go with Caulfield, Suzuki, and Romanov. I went with Kotkaniemi because Kotkaniemi now, he has the opportunity to become a center number 2. He have a lot of opportunity right now to prove the Montreal Canadiens the reason he was the 3rd overall pick, and he need to play better overall during the season. He have a lot of, the last 2 years, great playoff. But during the season, he have to step up. No reason this kid can only score 5 goals. He have a potential to score 15, 20 goals. Potential to make 50 points per year. That's what talent he has, the skill. It's confidence, it's believing himself. It's a mindset game for him right now. Can he prove for the fans of Montreal he deserves to become a top 6 in NHL? Then for the Florida Panthers, guy, it's another team all young over there. I could go with front players. I went with Owen Tippett. He finally cracked the lineup for the Florida Panthers as the regular players on the roster. 47 games last year, 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. It's time for him to break out and to become a top 9 regular over there. He played a lot of minutes and last year on the unit 2 on the power play. Great sniper. I expect for him this year he will have his breakout in NHL, to be honest with you. And finally, for the Buffalo Sabres, I go with Casey Middlestat. Look, send the injury, Jack Hickle and all the transformation over there. This year, you have an opportunity for Casey to step up with 41 games with them. So they have I think with 22 points, it's not bad. You have potential to reach 15, 20 goals. He's going to have an opportunity on the way to be at the top 6 as a center. And I can wait to watching him play for the upcoming season. And, like I said, I can go with Cousin or I can go with Dallin over there. But I went with KC. Remember, he was the first overall pick for them in NHL. So, listen, this is conclude the one-player young players to break out for the upcoming season. Like I said, please tell me what you think about this video. If you enjoy it, please click on the likes. Of course, leave your comments below the video. Tell me what are my selection, if you agree or not. And finally, of course, hopefully, if you are not subscribed, I invite you to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show on the YouTube channel and on Facebook page. And finally, like we do at the end of each video, yes, you, listen, you are awesome. Yes, you are awesome. Have an amazing, great, beautiful, blessing day, everybody. I look forward to see you for the next video of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Bonne journée, mes amis. Je vous souhaite une très, très belle journée et on se revoit plus tard pour une autre vidéo avec l'entraîneur Coach Frenchy pour le Hockey Nation Live Show.